Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
Good evening, everyone. Happy New Year. Steph has the evening off. 2015 will be remembered as a violent one across the country and around the world. But here in the Red River Valley, the preliminary crime numbers may surprise you. Valley News Team's Neil Carlson takes a look at Valley crime in 2015.
The Grand Forks Walmart shooting is at the top of the local list for the most violent crime in 2015. Grand Forks Airman Marcel Willis walked into this Grand Forks Walmart on May 26th, shot and killed one employee and wounded another before taking his own life. An autopsy showed Willis was drunk at the time, but it's never been established why he did it. And when you start thinking about that story and all the other headlines we're bombarded with every day, it's easy to start thinking that 2015 was a very violent year. However, the local numbers may surprise you. Here in Grand Forks, very preliminary statistics show around 510 serious crimes in 2015. That's up compared to the previous 3 years, but it's actually down compared to 4 years ago.
Crime trends are, they fluctuate. They go up, they go down, you know. The more narrowly you construe what happens one year in relation to another, I think the more extreme it gets. But over the course of a 10-year period, I think we're going to be right in the ballpark of what we historically have been.
Fargo police also have some very preliminary statistics. Burglaries are up 20% compared to the previous year. Aggravated assaults are also up 20%. But sexual assaults are down 10% from the previous year. Again, police say fluctuations in individual categories does not necessarily mean a big spike in overall crime. It's just that we tend to remember high-profile crimes like the Grand Forks Walmart shooting.
They stand out here because they're outside of the norm. We're not used to things like that happening here, which in and of itself says it's a pretty good place to be.
In Grand Forks, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
Lieutenant Zimmel adds that one big change at the Grand Forks Police Department this year has been the use of body cams. He says they're getting a very good reception from both officers and the public because they protect both sides from false accusations. People who owned lake homes in Minnesota as their second home could be getting a tax break, on average around 20%. Some Minnesota lawmakers are proposing the tax break to lift some of the financial burden on off-seasonal homeowners. The idea will be discussed in March. Valley News Team's Nicole Johnson sat down with a local lawmaker who says it's unfair. Nicole, what's that all about?
This morning, I spoke with a member of the Pelican Lake Property Owners Association. Jeff Peltier owns a couple lake properties and tells us he's doubtful they will get a break, but says anytime they can get things equaled out a little is nice. Peltier claims lakeshore property owners pay for a lot of stuff they never get to use, and says a lot of non-Minnesota residents pay taxes they don't have a vote in saying how they're used. Another lake property owner and Minnesota representative is strongly against the tax cut proposal. He says it's unfair.
If we can lower property taxes for everyone, that's great. I strongly support that. But we can't set a priority where we're putting cabin owners ahead of farmers who have seen huge property tax increases of late, and homeowners, senior citizens and families. It's just not right to give cabin owners a property tax break first.
The bill is still in conference committee in a tax bill. Marquardt said he doesn't think it will pass unless homeowners get a break too. Mike.
All right, thanks, Nicole. Now, coming up on Valley News Live at 6, more about the impact this tax cut proposal would have on everyone living in the state of Minnesota. 2016 is certainly off to a great start in the weather. We've had a blue sky for most of the day, temps in the 20s, a wonderful combination for any January 1st. Storm chaser Eric Whitehill is in with a first look at tonight's forecast. Eric?
Thank you very much, Mike. It looks like we're actually going to start off here with a little bit of a recap of 2015. In 2015, our warmest high temperature here in Fargo was 97 degrees, ironically enough, set in late fall in October. And then our coldest temperature here in Fargo was actually minus 19, set on February 19th. In Grand Forks, you actually got the cold award with minus 28. And for precipitation, we're right around average here for this for overall. But taking a look at our current temperatures around the region, very nice start here to 2016 with 18 degrees being the cold spot in Devil's Lake. And as we go through the rest of the evening here, Fargo looks to be a very nice evening with temperatures slowly falling off here into the teens. But looks like also I've got a sneak peek for those of us traveling to Frisco, Texas here on what our weather might be for those of us driving.
All right, a lot of people interested in that.
Absolutely, myself included.
Thanks, Eric. Happy New Year.
You bet.
West Fargo police tell Valley News Live that they had some new tips on yesterday's robbery outside of Casey's on Cheyenne Street. They continue to search for a man and a woman who they say took a man's cell phone. It happened around 3 yesterday afternoon. The victim told police a woman asked to use his cell phone, and then a man asked for change to break a $50 bill. And that's when he noticed the gun.
When he stated he didn't have any money, he then noticed that the suspect had a handgun. He had a handgun down by his leg, and he demanded the female to get in the car with him with the victim's phone, and they took off southbound.
Police have released these pictures of the two robbers and say that they were last seen driving away in a red extended cab Chevrolet pickup. If you have any information, call police. It's Friday, time to take a look at this week's Valley's Most Wanted. Police say 41-year-old Alonzo Gray, there he is on your screen, is wanted for probation violation and criminal conspiracy. Call your local law enforcement if you have any information on Gray's whereabouts. Police say they got a lot of complaints in the metro area for fireworks on New Year's Eve. They're illegal in the city of Fargo year-round, but they are okay in West Fargo on New Year's Eve and the 4th of July. Last night, Fargo police say they took more calls than usual from unhappy people.
Problem is, it's a low priority run, and by the time we get there, usually the people are gone. We did make contact with 2 individuals, explained the law to them, and that resolved the situation there.
Police say that last night was really busy from about 1:30 a.m. to about 3 a.m. with domestic violence and other public disturbances, including drunk driving. We'll have more on that story on Valley News Live at 6. A New Year's Eve fire damaged one unit of an apartment complex in Grand Forks overnight. Crews were called to this apartment complex just east of Altru Hospital about 11 o'clock. Fire had broken out in an apartment unit where no one was home. A caretaker tells Valley News Live the fire started because of unattended cooking on a stove in the apartment. The building had to be evacuated for a short time. The unit where the fire started received some fire and water damage from the sprinkler system. There was also some smoke damage to apartment units next door. All total, the Grand Forks Fire Department estimates about $20,000 worth of damage. He wasn't supposed to show up until next week, but Connor Allen Hegerberg decided the time was right, and he becomes the first baby born in Fargo in 2016. Connor is the son of Cody Hegerberg and Rachel Onsgaard. He came into this world at Sanford just after midnight, 12:07 to be exact. He tipped the scales at 7 pounds 6 ounces, and he and Mom and Dad are said to be doing just fine.
When I was in labor, I just didn't want to think of like New Year's, you know, because I'm like, I just want to have this baby, you know, like, they're like, just wait, you can wait 15 more minutes. Like, if I'm going to push, I'm going to push. I'm just going to forget it's just the New Year's, you know, and yeah, watch the ball drop and everything.
Connor, by the way, has a brother and sister at home waiting for their new little brother to come home. And in the spirit of the new year, many of us have set new goals for ourselves. Well, we'd like to know what those goals are on Valley News Live Facebook page. Just search Valley News Live, like our page, and share with us your New Year's resolutions. The kettles are gone, but the campaign is far from over. The Salvation Army bell ringing, the most visible part of the annual fundraising campaign, ended on Christmas Eve. But officials from the Salvation Army say that they're continuing to get contributions each day. Kimberly Wagner, who's the group's public relations manager, says the campaign is still on track to reach its $896,000 goal. She says that they're about 75% of the way there. That campaign will continue through January.